trying to come up with these cards. I can't read them. Rafi wrote out the phonetic pronunciation of his name on the card. This was the nicest card from last year. So you go get a shirt right now.
Yeah!
Okay. No points.
I wrote the same question again this year since you didn't call, so.
Okay. Don't ask questions that are too easy. Here's an example. When the first calculator application was being developed for macOS, what change had to be made in order for Steve Jobs to be happy with it? So let me explain something to you. Where's Brian Stearns? Brian Stearns, he started at Apple in 1981. Okay? There's no question that he knows exactly who wrote that calculator app. And so if he doesn't know the answer, he can call him, like he did 2 years ago. Here's another one. What differs in the iTunes library database file between iTunes 10.2 on OS X and iTunes 10.2 on Windows? Jeff Miller worked on iTunes for many years, and I believe was responsible entirely for iTunes on Windows. So, I'm fairly certain, unless you have some super secret insider knowledge, Jeff's gonna know what the answer to that is. Name 3 popular debuggers used in macOS Classic. I know the answer to that. Jim Murphy. How long did you work on MaxBug?
8 years.
And worst of all, the answers were on the card. So don't do that. Let's see.
Love it.
Too vague. Too much insider info. Oh, okay. This guy was funny. One guy asked a lot of questions. And I'm taking too much time, but his last one, most of them weren't that good. But the last one, which was good, rumor has it, Steve has Stump recorded for his personal viewing. Is this true? And if the person who is here, who asked that, let me know, if you're here. And, that's what I really want. There were some good ones. And if these people are here, we're going to use them this year. I hope you're here. Dimitri Bouniol, B-O-U-N-I-O-L. Are you here?
He
See, in
was
the old
here.
days it was simpler because you get the same, like 75% of the people would be the same every year. And I could use these questions and it would save us time. But now it's this whole Rockstar thing that sells out in an hour. Kevin Stock Toolhouse. You're here. Okay. You're the first question. I'm going to read your question, and I'm going to give it to these guys. Do you even remember what your question was? I hope so. I'll read it to you. That's okay. Right, I should also point out, you should know the answer to your question.
It's been a year!
Yeah, I know. If you don't know, that's okay. In the keynote, I believe this is from last year, it could be from 2 years ago. In the keynote, there were a lot of claims about new APIs in iOS 5 and Lion. Since Cocoa is known for being verbose, what is the longest new selector name added in iOS on Lion? Oh, iOS or Lion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But it's a night filled with weird stuff. And I swear on my life, and I swear on my kids' life, that I didn't bring these to the hall. They were just here. They were just here. And they look like laser cut Apple logo stencils. And I think there's 6 of them, 2 that are about an inch, 2 that are like 1.5 inches, and 2 that are maybe 2 inches. And I didn't bring them. And remember, the shirts are yours to keep forever. And you can do whatever you want with them once you've won them. There's a weird tarp over there with t-shirt spray paint. And I played music before the session. Who here was paying attention and believes they're a music expert? Everyone's gonna chicken out. Oh, okay. You raised your hand? Yes? Okay, great. Come on up here. Actually, yeah, go this way. There's a staircase. They made the stage like extra high this year so that... And then, one of you, who's the expert? Music. All right, I'm going to tell you guys what the categories are, and you're going to have to figure out who is going to be your representative. Okay? One category is the Apple QuickTake 100 camera.
Oh.
And that let me see, how many do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, okay. This whole section right here, you figure out who is your QuickTake 100 camera expert. And if you're sitting way over there and you worked on it your whole life, just run like hell over here. Peek at the first set of slides. Do you want to say anything?
Sure. Was Sandro here or was he taking pictures?
He's right there.
Sandro. I can't even begin to tell you how badly you've been missed. Because at the end of Stump last year, we had a dance-off, and then people were like, the audience won. So is the clock right?
No.
We haven't started? We have started?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
The clock didn't start, but we've been... People, you gotta write neat. Robert B.A. with a tilde over the top. H-N-K-E. Bonky? Yes? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm going to ask your question, okay? How do you spell your last name? I don't know. I can't read it.
It's supposed to be an O with an umlaut,
Yes?
but developer.apple.com doesn't really like that.
Okay. Well, Robert's question is, how much was Apple's most, okay, well, I'll just read it as it's written. How much was Apple's most expensive in-app purchase?
You're also welcome.
And I would like to,
He's also welcome. We've got a umlaut over there at the stencils. You can just put that on your screen. And then if you just always justify exactly where your name is, it looks right.
Thanks. Judith Klein? You want to answer your second question. That's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here, you can say your answer. You can say your answer. You can say the same thing if you think he's right. Or you can have a different answer. And you can do it too, okay? And then once they're done, you tell them who's right and wrong.
1, 2, and
1, 2, and 3.
Can I answer 2?
Who? 5 people?
Yes. If we all answer, do we all get shirts?
Okay, well, I'll do 5. So, but you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't normally do this, but what the heck? So you go first.
It won't leak the numbers if you release them into CF array callbacks.
Okay, that's your answer. That's good.
Yeah.
Don't say anything unless you wanna.
What's his answer?
Okay. Edit cf number.c. Increase k cached, max cached into 1,000.
So, okay, and your answer?
On the Lion runtime 64-bit.
And your answer, number 4?
Yeah, it was the iPod one time, the Objective-C one.
Did we have anybody who was willing to do the lightning round
Somebody take a picture and blow it.
besides the music guy? No. God, we have all these people standing at microphones. Okay, we'll go to you guys.
That one may have marking.
You never got your what?
Okay, so we put together 2 pieces and found a serial number. We did some Googling with it, and we found a patent application for QuickTake 100 Venus DS205AA. So we think that this is chunks of a QuickTake 100 camera.
You're correct, and you get to...
The prize is right here.
And if we could cut to the video, that would be great.
Oh my god.
Here it comes.
Hello, welcome to Blending with the Experts. Today we're going to blend a QuickTake camera.
Alright. That's enough. Do you have an answer?
Yes. So we've got a question or answer for Kevin Stock about the longest selector added in iOS 5 or Lion 10.7.
All right.
So we did a bunch of searching, and yeah, blocks very cool, but makes it hard to find this sort of thing. The longest selector word I found was in AV video composition. Should continue validating after finding invalid track ID in instruction.
He's not done.
That's just the part. The longest selector is in, surprisingly enough, NS scroll view. Frame size for content size, horizontal scroller class, vertical scroller class, border type, control size, scroller style, 107 characters.
That is correct, with the exception that there is one that's also exactly the same size.
So it sounds like we won then.
Sounds like you almost won.
Go ahead and give us.
All right,
here's the deal.
And
Hold on. So here's the deal.
I think you're underestimating the power of inflation.
I think I know the first one.
Okay, have at it. Tell us who you are.
Peter.
Peter?
I think it's the Lisa.
That's the same thing as the XL.
You guys are gonna love it. But
Charlie with the first question.
The guy up here.
I think I've got the first
This is Andrew Donahoe. He used to come here years ago, and then he's been on medication since.
okay, it's the Lisa with the Twiggy drives. It was 10K when it came out. In 81.
I've got bad news for you. There's a more expensive Macintosh than that. Sorry.
I think I've got it.
Sorry.
Vicky, come over here.
I gotta get my questions out, hang on.
Okay, so here's the way this is gonna work, okay? Okay. Supposedly, we had this $10,000 budget this year, which is in first. We've never had a budget. But it was too complicated to actually get the money. And so instead of having a fancy buzz-in system, this is it. Okay? Mickey's going to read, it's iPod. So she's got some questions in the iPod category. She's going to read the question, and you can buzz in whenever you want. You buzz in by popping your balloon. Don't stab yourself. Don't chuck your dart. And then it's like a regular game show. Like if you buzz in first and you get to answer, if you're wrong, then the other person gets to answer, and then we go through the questions.
So let me break in here. It's very important that you know this. So if you buzz in early and you miss,
Mickey will stop
the other
talking.
person gets to hear the question in its entirety. If you buzz in early and you miss, but you're on the right track, you're welcome to memory dump as long as you want. But if you start going off the track of what the correct answer is, we're going to cut you off and you're wrong. If you're on the right track, just go. And you'll have so many friends after this is over with, you'll be amazed. Really.
I'm very proud of all of you for stepping up to it. It's completely up to Mickey's question.
All right, are you guys ready? Yeah?
Okay.
All right. First question. The original iPod Shuffle shipped with which accessories?
Okay, time's up.
Next question.
What's the answer?
Lanyard.
Go ahead.
All right, the original accessories were headphones, the lanyard, and a USB cap. All right, question 2. The original iPod Mini was available in which colors?
Oh, hold the mic up to his mouth so that you hear him.
Microphones. Gold, silver, green, blue, pink.
Nope.
That is correct.
Yeah. Now see, just for a second, you had a feeling of what it was like to live in like 1995 and before, because the search engine didn't mean anything. And you had to come up with that straight out of your mind. It was awesome.
That was awesome.
It was awesome.
Aren't you guys proud of him? He's your representative. Hello? And John? Okay, these questions all have to do with the music that we play between sessions. Okay? You weren't listening. Which artist or band? Which artist or band got 2 songs on the playlist? John.
And Hot Chili Peppers. It could be.
They got no songs. But that was a good guess. Do you wanna guess?
The Specials.
Oh, well, they got 1 band, so I'm going to give the point to you because. Okay, well, I'll give them a half a point. It's a half to 0. The answer is The Clash. They were song number 3 and song number 10. Okay, you ready? Question number 2. We're doing the music because you used to be able to answer title and artist. Anyway, never mind. Question 2. Adam Yauch, MCA, said that his song is a tribute to who?
Elvis.
That is wrong. Marvin Gaye. That's wrong as well. Anybody want to guess out there? No one knows? What? I can't hear.
Come sift through the dust and tell us what it was that we blended. So there's one gentleman right there, brave soul.
Right there.
One more.
And right there.
Okay. So the first thing you do is you put on the mask. Because it's in California.
EBA has asked, do not lick the dust. It's probably not carcinogenic. It doesn't taste good.
It probably is.
Okay, 1 second. Before you guys start, I'm going to queue up one more. PJ, SHO, maybe E, Showhart. Prior to Intel, which CPU allegedly booted macOS on First Silicon? Okay, we'll talk to you in a minute. Are you guys ready? Okay, excellent. Did you introduce everyone?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Caleb, Brian.
And you are?
Linux. Wow. I can talk 5 times as fast now.
Caleb Strackman.
Brian Stearns.
Yeah, first slide.
Okay, you guys ready? Your first question. In the Mac 128K, how much video RAM was there? No? Nobody? Oh, yes, go ahead.
None.
None is incorrect. Mr. Stearns.
No, I can't do math in my head. 512 by 384. What? 22K?
22K is within the 1K limit. Yeah. It's 21,888 bytes. You can do math in your head. It's 21 3/8 K.
And a little piece of Sternian.
Uh-oh, Ron Nicholson says it's the wrong answer.
Please introduce yourself.
Ron Nicholson. I worked with Brian Stern on the original Mac also.
It's wrong?
Like the Apple II, the Mac had a unified memory architecture. So there's only one memory system, and the access of video was interleaved with the access of the processor. So for all 128K was video memory.
Not all at once. 22K was video memory at
I do remember that the Consular C compiler would use the screen, like as you were building a big program, it would go up into the screen and use video.
Yeah, I remember that too. Okay, the next question.
Wait. Who are we going to give that to?
What? Okay, next question.
Who do you think should get it right? Neither one? Oh, the audience.
Okay. All right, next question. If anybody thinks it's wrong, leave now. Inside Macintosh,
I'll tell them.
What language's syntax was used for describing routines?
Pascal.
Pascal is correct.
Now, as they're reloading here, I'll tell you a piece of Sterno trivia. Sterno signed the inside of the original Macintosh. When they did an upgrade, they started cutting signatures out of the inside. They cut out all of Waz's signature, but only half of Sterno's. Now you might say, oh wait, that's unfair, that's unjust. No, I'll let Sterno tell you what exactly was Waz's involvement in the Macintosh.
He signed the case.
That's it.
Fred reminds me, Ron, please go get a shirt. Ron Nicholson.
Now a professional golfer. Right here.
All right, next question. In the event manager, in the original 128K Mac, name 5 of the 15 event types defined. Any 5. You have 15 to choose from. It should be easy. You should dream about these.
I could get.
I know I do.
Let's go to the next question.
Right?
This is the lightning round, not to sit around and wait, see who answers round. No. Next round.
All right. Oh, wait, we need a balloon reset. Okay, next question. What was the intended but never implemented use of the low memory global Mr. MacHook?
Mr. Macintosh. So every so often, I remember the address. The idea was that every so often when you pulled down a menu on the original Mac, you know, the menu would drop down and you see all your choices most of the time. But once in a huge while, instead of seeing all of your choices, you just see this animation of this little guy who would walk out, wave, and then walk back, and the menu would disappear. And it was supposed to happen so rarely that, like, nobody would ever be able to make it repeat. And you'd go to your dealer and say, yeah, just this out there. But, you know, everything was late, and there was no time to do it, and put it in the ROM, and the ROM was full. And so Andy put a hook in low memory to be able to add it later. If that hook was non-nil, every time somebody pulled down a menu, it would actually call that function. And I think it got renamed to be.
We're still looking for an answer to the question. Well, this is a great story, but we don't have an answer yet.
Well, no.
It was MS Hook. It was given to Microsoft or something, right? MS
I don't remember. But no, the question was, what was the intended use? I think you described the intended use.
Yeah.
And also, what's that button you're wearing, Sterno?
Can you all see this? Back before the cool Picasso Mac logo.
It's Mr. Mac!
There was a French artist named Fallon who was commissioned. Steve was really impressed with Fallon's work, and he was going to do the entire design scheme for Mac. And this was a button, a really old Mac button. This is Macintosh across that Fallon drew,
it's Mr. Mac.
Sterno's right. He did a great job. I'm so impressed. Next question.
All right. And this is the no, it's not fun. All right, next question. Okay, you guys ready? What were the two functions of the programmer switch that came with the Mac 128K? Sterno.
Debugger and reset.
Okay. Non-maskable interrupt and reset. And tell me which was on which side, please.
I forgot.
No. Okay. All right. He's got it. Okay. All right. You can say whatever you want.
All right, Sandro, how are we sitting right here? What's the score? Do you know right now? At the second between these guys? 2-all.
Tiebreaker. Okay. We need a balloon. No, Sterno. We have to wait.
All right.
Okay. All right. Tiebreaker question. Here we go. Where do we get the name Maxbug? Brian.
Motorola. Oh crap. Dan is Motorola. Something computer system. Motorola automated computer system.
That's. But wrong.
That's incorrect.
Do you know?
I think it was something like macros debugger.
That's incorrect. You were right about the Motorola. Maxbug stands for Motorola Advanced Computer Systems Debugger. Right? Okay. So should I tiebreaker 2 or
sure? Tiebreaker, absolutely.
All right. Tiebreaker 2.
Because score is so important here.
Down to the wire. Okay.
So critical.
All right. According to Inside Macintosh, what does munger rhyme with?
Plunger.
Plunger is correct. Good effort. Good job. Good effort.
Now, it just so happens that I have an add-on to that. Is Justin Munger here? No. Is Justin Munger here? Do you know him? Is anyone here? That's too bad, because he was gonna get a shirt for being the add-on component of that question.
Wait, Sandro. For one.
Chocolate Floor says expert 7, audience 6. Expert 7. There is one girl that brought backup of chocolate just in case that at least she gets a shirt as well. Just.
And you wonder why we call him the crazy Swiss guy. Thank you, everyone. We miss you, Tom.